Top Style Review. We're so excited
to have Diego Léon, Dandy in the Bronx.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
So tell us about Dandy in the Bronx.
Yeah, definitely. So my name is Diego Léon, Dandy in the Bronx, based in the Boogie Down Bronx. I'm a menswear lifestyle content creator, and I started my blog in 2014. I used to be a preschool teacher. I went to college for early childhood education. My whole plan was to be a teacher and save the world. That was the whole plan. Before I was teaching, honestly, I didn't know how to dress myself. I was wearing t-shirts. My mom bought my clothes half the time, so I did not really know how to dress myself. So I wanted to learn, okay, how do I wear a suit? How do I, stand out, whatever. So I went on social media. As a preschool teacher, especially a Latino preschool teacher, I wanted to show a good example to my students, especially being a male, Latino teacher.
You've been in the game since 2014,
Yes.
really using social media. So how have you seen that change since 2014 to now, and what role does social media still play in your career?
Yeah, definitely. When I started in 2014, I didn't know anything about influencer marketing, content creators, all that stuff. I just liked wearing suits. That was the whole thing. And I remember one day a brand slid in my DMs. They were like, "Hey Diego, we liked your Instagram. Can we send you a free tie?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, I love a free tie." But then I learned that, they didn't send that tie because, they liked me. They sent that tie because they saw that I had an audience. They saw that I had eyeballs looking at my social media account. I took some classes in digital marketing to learn more about what goes behind the scenes about social media ads and influencer marketing. And I quit teaching, and I started doing this full time.
So for those that do not know what dandy means, how do you explain it?
Yeah, so dandy is an old English word, way back when. And basically the way I like to describe it to the uninitiated is, think about the word metrosexual, that old school word is, the gentleman who likes to dress up. There's a guy in history, his name is George Cromwell, who was the first dandy. And he literally would dress well all the time. He would get invited to parties. He would be, hanging out with kings and queens and doing all this crazy stuff simply because he dressed well. Of course, the Bronx has its, its history, it has its stereotypes all over the world. If you hear the Bronx, you have all these already connotations in your mind. And as someone who was born and raised in the Bronx, the South Bronx, I wanted to show that there's people of all different styles and creeds and everything in the Bronx, Of course, you have your traditional, I'm gonna wear my Yankees cap and my Timbs, It's been very positive so far, and it's nice to be showing off that, you can still dress this way no matter where you're from, especially from the Bronx.
Since 2014, I'm sure your style, your brand has progressed a lot, and you probably had some great experiences. Tell us about it.
Yeah, definitely. So as an influencer content creator, I got to work with a lot of cool brands and, creating content with them. One of my experiences I had recently, I got to go to the Women's World Cup, USA. And I got to go to the Women's World Cup to check that out.
Do you follow?
I do, yes.
And the Women's World Cup was an amazing experience that I would have never been able to experience on my own.
So what's next? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, so, as an influencer content creator, you can't just exist only by creating content. You always have to do more, whether, you expand your brand, you create different types of content, I'm on Instagram a lot, so, moving into different platforms, video, emotion, stuff like that. So my thing is I want to try to get into maybe merchandising, designing product. I've worn a lot of different suits, a lot of different shirts, doing content. So I was like, let me take a stab at doing this myself, try to make my own clothing, let me design something that I would be proud about wearing. So hopefully down the line, you'll see some Dandy in the Bronx clothes.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Diego.
Much
See you on
appreciated.
Instagram.